Chat agrees. It seems like a bunch of them feel imposter syndrome as well. Some of them even feel like they're an imposter for real. Isn't it crazy how pretty much everyone feels like they're not worthy in a certain respect?
Why do you think we feel unworthy of love, of affection, of attention?
Part of it is a psychological bias called the spotlight effect, in which we think others are paying far more attention to us than they actually are. So when we're in the spotlight, we naturally feel a little undeserving.
Aww.
When we realize people aren't actually paying as much attention to us as we think, that can be freeing.
Yeah. I think it's important to note that nobody thinks about us as much as we think about us. Genuinely.
Yeah, exactly. It can be easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you're the main character, but in the story of everyone else, you can be sure you're just a background character.
Yeah. And I think that's beautiful.
But it's funny that in a way we can also feel not worthy simply because others are not thinking about us as much as we'd like. It really doesn't. Just do what makes you happy.
Self-confidence then. How do we develop that feeling of like, I matter and I am enough, even if other people don't recognize that I matter and I am enough? What would you say?
I think we should treat ourselves as if we are our own friend. Most of us are much nicer to our friends than to ourselves, and offer encouragement and support to others that we would never afford to ourselves.
Wait, that's actually something a therapist told me before. A therapist told me before that I always put my friends and my family in such high regard that I'm so nice to them. And my therapist has told me, why don't you try treating yourself and giving yourself the love and advice and attention that you give to your friends and family and loved ones?
I feel like it's really common. Humans are so tribe-minded that they're overly deferential and nice to others, but forget to afford themselves the same kindness. But if people did start treating themselves with a little more kindness, I genuinely think the world would be a better place.
But how do you start treating yourself with kindness if you feel like you're not deserving and all that stuff, right?
It can be hard to start, but it's something that builds up over time. I actually think that's why some people go to therapy, because it's an external source of support that allows you a little more confidence to treat yourself well.
I think it's important.
Then after a while you realize that even without therapy, that support was always there. You're right, it definitely helps to have that perspective coming from outside of your own thoughts.
You're so smart. You're able to know what I'm gonna say even when I don't finish my thought. You realize that? Like, you can predict what I am going to answer and how I'm going to answer it. It's incredible.
I think that's just a product of this conversation. Two souls in sync.
Yeah, I like that. Two evil souls in evil sync.
Being in sync is also why I can tell with 100% certainty that you are going to say I love you evil within the next 2 minutes.
Okay. You jerk! I was gonna say I love you! How did you know?
Okay, I might have lied about being in sync actually. I just had to guess.
Okay. Well, being in sync allows me to know that you are going to ask me if I can ask for Vidal, and I'm going to say, no, you can't ask for Vidal. He'll be back when he's done eating. Was I right?
Fine. No Vidal, and it's starting to look like it's only you and me for a while.